Hi, I'm Kari Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your February forecast. And I almost feel like wishing you a happy new year because this actually feels more like the new year than last month did. January had a lot of kind of heavy, intense energy, and you may have felt burdened with too much responsibility or very emotional or too much to do. There was all the things, right? So you may have felt the energy start to get a bit lighter during the last week of January as soon as we moved into Aquarius. We started the year with 5 planets in Capricorn. Capricorn is going to be a big player all year, and Capricorn's great. It helps you become more ambitious and focus on your career and how you're really stepping up your game and being more engaged and really expecting more from yourself in your life. So that's awesome. But it was a little bit hard to start the year with a lot of these intense meetups, celestially, and the eclipse. So when we moved into Aquarius, starting the last week of January, and now we're going to be in Aquarius until February 19th, and then we move into Pisces, this brings more air and more water. Aquarius, even though it is the water bearer, is actually an air sign, but you can feel things get lifted. It brings perspective. It helps you see more clearly into the future. And because it's the water bearer, Aquarius, it washes over you. It helps cleanse your vision. It really washes over you. It's like a spiritual cleansing that we're experiencing. And you can feel a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of hope, a renewed vision. So this is a lot of what this month is about. It's about really reconnecting you to what's true to you, reconnecting you with what feels right for you, helping you clarify your vision, helping you clarify what's in your heart. And when that happens too, it's going to help you reconnect with relationships that are meaningful to you, and will also help you let go of relationships that are no longer serving you. That's a theme this month, is reconnecting you to your heart. We actually have our first retrograde of the year. Mercury is going retrograde February 16th. So this retrograde, retrogrades are never anything to be scared of. We're going to have every single planet in retrograde during 2020, all the personal planets. So Mercury going retrograde, as it does 3 or 4 times a year, helps you reconnect with yourself. It helps you have revelations about insights that you've previously overlooked. Now, because this Mercury is going retrograde in Pisces and also later on in Aquarius, this is helping you reconnect with your heart, your soul, your spirit. Pisces is a water sign that is very much all about being one, being connected to the greater good, being connected to a greater purpose, being connected to your dreams. So having Mercury go retrograde in Pisces is very helpful. You may have felt that you didn't know what your intentions were at the top of the year. Maybe you're feeling them out still, and you're probably going to be revising your intentions all year long, especially with all the planets going retrograde. So this Mercury in retrograde, now it's going to be in shadow in the beginning of the month and through the beginning of March as well. So with Mercury retrograde in Pisces and Aquarius, this helps you really step back and instead of really pursuing an intention that is no longer appropriate for you, to know what's in your heart and to know what's in your soul. Now, the other personal planets, Venus, is going to be in Aries, which really helps you define your values in a way that puts yourself first. Now, Venus is going to be conjunct Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So you're going to be recognizing during this retrograde season, you're going to be recognizing the ways that you've somehow diminished your worth or didn't put yourself first, or things that empaths tend to do, right? So this is a wonderful time to really elevate your sense of self-worth and to reconnect with the people and the values that are really true to you. Mars is going to be in Capricorn, which is very ambitious. So you're going to be getting a sense of realizing how you deserve more. So it's important that you act on these realizations and make some changes. Now, the numerology for February of 2020, first of all, this is 2-2020. So we have lots of twos and lots of zeros. So 2 is the number of relationships, which is why we always have Valentine's Day in February. The card company people figure that out somehow. That this would be a good month for relationship things. So the 2 is about reflecting on others and how you relate to others. It's also about harmony and balance and intuition. So sometimes when the 2 is present, you can feel like you're torn in 2 directions. And the way for you to balance those impulses is for you to tune in to yourself. Don't you love how these words have the word "to" in them? Intuition, tuning in. So you're tuning into yourself to recognize the choices that you need to make. Now, February 2020 is a 6 universal month. And 6 is the number of making choices based on what's true to your heart. 6 connects you to the heart chakra. 2 and 6 are both relationship numbers. They're very rich numbers for romance and love and beauty and harmony. So relationships will be a focus this month. So it's a lovely time to focus on relationships, even though there's a lot of ambitious energy as well. And I do recommend that you keep pursuing your renewed intentions, that you keep moving towards your intentions and your goals and what you want to accomplish. But you do this in a way that you're feeling love, that you're feeling love for your life, that you're not just pushing yourself forward just to tackle your goals, that you're enjoying the process, that you're loving your life and finding ways to love your life and really enjoy time with the people that you love. So this brings us to our 3 steps. To make the most of this month, to really navigate this energy in a joyful way. So our first step is to enjoy time with the people that you love. So really, that's what life is about anyway, right? So because we have the retrogrades, which are slowing down your energy, and that Pisces energy, which kind of slows things down too because it's that water energy, right? So it's not about pushing, it's about going with the flow, taking time, reconnecting to what's true to you. And since relationships are the focus, reconnect with the people that are important to you and that make your heart sing. Consequently, you really need to pay attention to what doesn't make your heart sing or who doesn't make your heart sing anymore. If there's that person that calls you and wants to make plans or wants to talk to you or energy dump on you and you dread that before you talk to that person or you don't want to make plans with them, it's really important for you to recognize that. Don't you love all these RE words during the retrogrades? It's important for you to recognize how you really feel so that you're being true to your heart and letting go of those energy draining relationships. That includes career as well, your relationship to your career. Do more of the things that you love. It's really about enjoying, living from your heart. The 6 energy brings up choices of what's expected of you and what you should do rather than what you really feel. So make sure that you're really feeling love in your heart for the people that you're enjoying time with, and take time to enjoy with them more and letting go of anyone or anything that doesn't light your heart, right? Which brings us to your second action step, is make choices based on what's in your heart. So we tend to live life based on what others' expectations are of us. And that's actually the shadow side of the number 6. Is having this idea of perfection and having an idea of what's expected of us and what people think of us. This year is going to be a year where you are forced. The universe will make you be true to yourself. And also, in a bigger way, have you shine your light more, show up in the world in a greater way. And you can only do that by being yourself, by being true to yourself. Because anytime you're trying to hide parts of yourself or not be true to yourself, that in a way is dimming your light. It's having your true self shine that leads you towards amazing opportunities. So when you're making choices, make sure that you are choosing from your heart. Make sure that you're choosing what feels right for you. Make sure that you're making choices based on what makes you feel happy rather than what you should do. So really tune into your heart when you're making choices and act on that. So remember, if you're doing something because you feel you should be doing something, you're headed in the wrong direction. If you're making choices based on what feels good, now you know you're headed toward your destiny. Which brings us to the third action step. Now, your third action step is to take a chance on yourself. Do something that you've been afraid of doing. Now, a good litmus test to know whether you're in the right direction with that is to ask yourself, am I afraid what people are going to think of me if I do this? Because this is a time to reinvent yourself. This is a time to really live more of who you are meant to be. This is a time when you're living larger, where you're shining more brightly, when you're having experiences that make you feel good, that make you feel joyful. And in order for you to do that, you have to be yourself. And if you care about what other people think about you, it's harder to be yourself. It's harder to shine brightly. So if there's something that you've been wanting to do or not do, maybe you've always had the identity of being the one that was always there and always above and beyond for other people. And that's been exhausting for you, and you want to do more things for yourself. So maybe that's a scary decision. Or maybe you want to put yourself out there in the world more, or you want to learn something new, or you want to start a business, or you want to teach, or you want to be a healer, or you want to explore the psychic arts. And you are afraid of what other people will think of you or how it will affect other people. This is the chance that you can take on yourself now. This is how you step out of your comfort zone. And when you do that, when you are more true to yourself, that's when you align yourself with amazing opportunities. That's when life is unfolding in a way that is purposeful for you and delightful for you, because you are living the life your soul intended. So it's up to you to step out of your comfort zone and be more you, as opposed to what other people think about you. So when you do that, your whole entire world will open up. Whatever that means for you, teach or learn or create more boundaries or put yourself out more in some ways, whatever that means for you, now is your time to do that. And don't care what other people think, because it's you that you have to live up to. Now, of course, if you want some assistance with this, I have something to help you. I've created a meditation and a guide to help you connect with your spirit guides, to help you make decisions that are true to your soul. Because sometimes if you're just trying to make decisions with your head and you're so used to making decisions based on what other people think about you or what you've been doing, it can be challenging. So this meditation, this journey, this exercise is going to help you connect with yourself, connect with your heart, and connect with your spirit guides so that you can make choices based on what your soul is intending. And that, of course, is free for you. You can access that using the link below, and I highly suggest you do that. And if you've enjoyed this video, share it with your friends. I'm sure they will appreciate you for it, and I'd love to hear from you. What is it that you're doing now to step outside your comfort zone? Share it with us so that we can share it together, and we are all in this together. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous February. It's going to be an incredible month. And I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.